Williamstown Braves! Williamstown is coached by head coach Tom Kelly and his assistants Pat Gallagher, Ray Trail, Nick Seidenberg, Wade Inge, Tim Harrison, Darren Page, Ron Gordon, John Pettit, Mike Seidenberg, Brennan Page, BJ Flowers, Steve Ray, Jim Richardson, Ryan Notus, Jess Zebus, Nick Core, Joe DiPietropolo, and Eric Mercado. Managers are Mackenzie Giacchio, Lily Chapburn, Isabella Saya, Abby Engel, and Sierra Demarest. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and direct your attention to the 40-yard line as Williamstown's junior ROTC presents tonight's colors.
Only one thing, it's the return of high school football. BFA Sports presents the Williamstown Braves hosting Rancocas Valley, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. I'm Chris Losey, Coffee Jones is with me. It's a season of change for Williamstown. For the third year in a row, they're going to have a different coach on the sideline to open the season. Enter Tom Kelly. He was on the staff here since 2015, took a year off to be an assistant at Absegami, but he is back. He is Williamstown through and through. And as I turn to my friend Coffee Jones, our sixth season together doing high school football in South Jersey, you had a chance to talk to Coach Kelly. What was he saying to you?
He wanted the kids to come out here and have some fun, but the first thing he said, they have to eliminate mistakes. This is a young football team. We're 2 years removed from a state championship. We got some new leaders out there on the field for Williamstown. He wants them to be safe, take care of the football, and most importantly, have fun to get the win.
The one word he said when I saw him before, I said, give me one word, Coach. He went, ready. So we'll see. So the other kids he mentioned, you've got, of course, Turner Inge. He's a senior. He is a Villanova recruit. The other captain is Keyshawn Watkins. But let's talk about the other guys. The new coordinators are in there, and for Turner Inge, it is a spotlight night for him. This is his season.
This is his season. He sat behind some amazing stars here in Williamstown. They put out a lot of Division I recruits in the last couple of years. He's the next man up. When you talk about the coaching staff from Rancocas Valley, they know if they want any chance to win here tonight, they got to stop number 5. He is that spectacular.
Braves are ranked 24th to come out. Didn't sit too well with the locals here. We'll find out. The season is coming up next. It's kickoff on BFA. Williamstown hosting Rancocas Valley.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kid?
Weekend, a beautiful night for football, 71 degrees, and that was the opening kick from Rancocas Valley. That was a touchback. So we will see the 2021 edition of the Williamstown Braves offense from the 20-yard line. And we're going to see quarterback Zach Zerby, sophomore. Good pitcher, actually. So usually good pitchers are good quarterbacks.
They got the arm strength and arm talent. I watched him warm up pregame. He can sling it around the ball field.
In the first play of the Tom Kelly era, as Turner Inge in the backfield, along with Julian Noel. Turner's number 5. And in the coach's show last night, Tom Kelly said he won't see the bench much at all. Here's a keep on first down, and Zerby gets a couple to about the 23-yard line. Stopped there by Tyrell Bailey. Interesting, we talked to Coach Dan Hausman of RV before the game, and he says he has like a stack as well on defense. So both of these teams are employing the stack on defense, Coffee.
Yeah, they're a 4-man down front for Rancocas Valley. Got some big boys up front. They're going to be tested. One of the best runners in New Jersey in Turner Inge.
They send him in motion, the swing out to him. Turner's first touch, first down and more. Turner Inge out to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
He's got a smooth running style. If you wanted an NFL type of comparison, you could look at a guy like Alvin Kamara that can come out of the backfield, even line up at some wide receiver, and be a dual threat offensively for this Williamstown team.
Now the officials have stopped the clock briefly. And now they go. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Jordan Gravener, starting offensive lineman, a freshman, had to come out of the game. His helmet came off. Motion from Noel. A keeper, looked like a little confusion. And Zerby fights his way for 4. And bring up a second down and 6. Gang tackled by the Red Devil defense.
Zach Zerby with the quarterback.
Good job up front. They got 4 defensive linemen. Like I said, they're pretty stout up front. You look at some of those big boys, including Devon Brooks, number 54 on the end. 55 on the other side. Zach Bolin, coaches raved about him pregame and what he could bring to this RV team as well.
Single setback and 4 choices. And this is that jet that they run a lot, and this is not going to go anywhere. Big loss. Paul Williams trapped way behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 10, Paul Williams brought down.
Jalen Prillo.
Joshua Lugo comes through, and he finally gets the stop for the tackle for loss. But again, Zach Bolin, number 55, I talked about him on the edge. He got the penetration up front, got up the field, and totally killed that jet sweep before it got started.
Wow, they're only going to mark that as a 5-yard loss. So they'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. And it's a 3rd down handoff, and it goes nowhere. So the Braves get an impressive first down, and then after that, they get nothing. And they will punt on the first possession of the night.
Yeah, no gain right there up front. Just a safe call. Both of these coaching staffs talked about taking care of the football. You want to be safe. Let your defense go out there and play with better field position.
Josh Lugo on the stop.
Anthony Lantine.
So the punter now in Williamstown is Anthony Lantine. He is a sophomore. This is a low kick. Colin Davis brings it back to the 38-yard line. And it'll be RV's first possession of the night. 33-yard punt from Lantine.
Good job on the coverage unit by Paul Williams. You see a lot of room in front of the returner. Williams comes out of nowhere and makes a nice solid form tackle.
And now we get a look at the RV offense, and led by a senior quarterback named Peyton May, number 19, who came into the starting role when there was a starting quarterback who was a transfer to Camden Catholic. 6'1" and 165 pounds, as there's look at the offensive unit coming out onto the field.
He's got somewhat of a sidearm, not all the way over the top release, but he was throwing some accurate darts down there on the field in pregame. This Williamstown secondary in the back end, led by Turner Inge. You see him, number 5 at the Mike linebacker position, is going to be tested.
Stack defense for the Braves on first down, and they're going to get the Braves for getting into the neutral zone. Tonight's official, Mike Barker, going to bring up the first down and 5 now. They'll go on the right side of the line. With Chad Davis that jumped in. Tyler Bird, also number 55, in there. First and 5. They try an end around, and this is going to be Rashawn Addison, and Addison has got some room. Addison to the Brave 31, and then pushed down there. Nasir Lane got him. Big gain on a first and 5.
Just a great play call for an over-aggressive defense. Nasir Lane is the one that got caught chasing that jet sweep to the defensive left side. They come with the double reverse out of the backfield. A great play call by the coaching staff of RV.
Got an injured Red Devil on the field. So we're looking at the math on that. So I tried to figure that one out. You know, about 27 yards on the double reverse and a first down, and that is Addison, the ball carrier.
Yeah, he got drugged down. Looked like it may be something simple, cramping up. Hustle down the field by.
See if we have it again. Let's see where he got hurt there. Well, it's the end of it, but he's still down. You can see he's still down. I wonder if he came down on the ball. Now they're looking at his leg. So, in any event, now Williamstown, we talked about all the changes they made on uniform, but the staff as well, Coffee. You've got yourself a new. Here it is.
You see Nasir Lane gets pinned inside by the quarterback. And they run the reverse. When you got a fast-flowing defense, you like to use misdirection. You see his leg gets kind of rolled up as he's getting tackled down from behind.
Colin Davis, by the way, number 36, who was the punt returner, was the first run of the double reverse. And now Addison is on his feet. Not very well. Again, a 26-yard gain on a double reverse, and we're back to action with the Red Devils in a first down at the Brave 32, and that's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. There's Turner Inge. We'll call his name a lot.
And this is where, you know, a lot of coaches at the next level think he may have a future career playing defense at the linebacker position. His quickness, his agility that you see as a runner and a pass catcher. You get on the other side of the ball, he is just as dangerous and just as tough.
TFL, that's tackle for loss. That's the first of many from number 5. Loss of a yard and a second down and 11. Now at the 33, May will go from the shotgun. He's got a double slot to his left. And Watson will get it. Watson inside the 30, picked up about 4. And a big third down coming up here for the Red Devils.
One thing you're going to see, you're going to be waiting to see who's going to step up for the defensive front of Williamstown. You got some lineage here. Aaron Lewis, Donovan Ezaraku, these are Big Ten, you know, ACC recruits that go on to the next level. Can Chad Davis and Nasir Lane step up and fill those holes? Because you got a great linebacker in the Mike position behind you in Turner Inge.
Third down and 7. They need, looks like the 23-yard line. So call it a third down and a long 6. Here's May, and he is swallowed up. A loss, a sack. The Braves will hold. Mason Brown, number 51, and we're going to call Tyler Bird as well, a lot 55 on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I think you can split that half sack between both of them. Great job, inside penetration. A little bit of a play action pass, and as a quarterback, you'd hope your interior line could hold up. But great job getting off of blocks. Quarterback sack and a stop on third down for this Williamstown defense.
Joey Bryson is the punter for the Red Devils. Paul Williams is back deep. High snap. They got it away. No contact, no call. And this punt will die around the 20-yard line. Nice job by Bryson to field the high snap and get the punt away. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a great catch. Odell Beckham will be proud.
Where's he right now?
Cleveland.
I know.
Getting ready to take on the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken.
Braves back on offense. It was only a 19-yard punt, and it's at the 19-yard line. So the second offensive possession for the Braves, no score. Halfway through the first quarter here tonight on BFA, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. This is Zerby, and he got clotheslined, and the ball was out on a pitch. And I'll tell you one thing, if you're going to call Turner Inge's name a lot on defense on one side, then you're going to call Zach Boland an awful lot on the Red Devil side. He's got D1 all over him, doesn't he? Big loss on the play.
The freshman right tackle, Jordan Gravener, he's out there. He's got his hands full right now going against a pretty tough defensive end as Zach Boland. Boland got up the field.
You talked to Coach Hausman before the game about who do you think has D1 talent? He said 55.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't talk about it too much, but just looking at it, I could see it just walking around. He fits the frame.
Zerby, in his fourth carry, gets out to near the original line of scrimmage. They'll bring up a third down and about 12.
And you see right there, as soon as that play fake goes to Turner Ings, you see number 22, Dean Watson, he tackles him. Their objective on this RF defense is to stop number 5. They've done a good job so far in this first drive and a half.
They need the 29 on 3rd and 11. Will Zerby put it up? He will. First pass of his career, and it's on the ground. They're going to say it is incomplete. And fourth down. Chad Davis, the intended target.
Dean Watson on the coverage. That brings up 4th down.
So another hold for the Red Devil defense.
Back to punt for the Braves, number 88.
Can't say I didn't expect a slow start from either one of these teams. Most of the time in any level of football, the defenses kind of start off a little more intact and a little more cohesive than the offenses. And we've seen nothing but punts so far in the first quarter.
Anthony Lantine, the sophomore, good look at him. Davis will run up here and then play it on the hop, and a good thing he did. He'll get to the 40, but that's a nice play by Colin Davis. If he lets that ball go, it's somewhere back in his territory. So that's a 31-yard punt.
The Red Devils will take over on the
And the Red Devils take over at the Brave 39 with their second possession. Tonight's game exclusively sponsored by the Pizza Hut. Nobody does pizza like the Pizza Hut. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, season number 6 together, partner. Some marriages don't last that long. 4:40 to go here in the first. And Peyton May in his second possession in good field position. What do you think of May so far? I mean, we haven't seen much, but 6'1", 165 and at the quarterback position.
Right now, he's got an opportunity there, obviously, in scoring position. You're inside the 40. RV's got to be looking to get some points on the board.
There's the band, there's a whistle, and we got a timeout taken by Dan Hausman. The Red Devils call their first timeout of the half. No score tonight in Williamstown.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hustle and move. That is the RV sideline. That's head coach Dan Hausman and his assistants there. Interesting. Didn't like the setup on a 1st and 10. Burn a timeout.
You got to be smart. Both of these teams talk about it. They didn't get a lot of preseason reps. A lot of these kids obviously haven't played in a very long time. With this being a new season, you don't want to make mistakes and give the team.
From the 39, that is Dean Watson, and he is caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 22, Dean Watson, brought down in the backfield by number 21.
And it was 22 taking down 22.
Just a great job in the sear lane on the front side. He's not going to get credit for that tackle, but he basically killed that play on the defensive right. Getting up the field, there was nowhere for the runner to go.
That's a loss of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down and 15 now, and the ball is back at the 44-yard line. Peyton May flushed out and getting dropped. Going the wrong way. That's another loss on the play by the Williamstown defense, and it's 3rd and long.
Harold Hill comes up from his corner spot. You see the sear lane. He loses contain there. He had an opportunity, but it's a great job, and this is something you've seen from Williamstown for a long time. DBs that can come up and tackle, whether it's Keon Saab, Keyshawn Watkins, and right there, a good job coming up and making the hit by Harold Hill.
Officially a loss of a yard, and it's now a 3rd down. And right now, Williamstown defense has got 3 plays for negative yards and only 2 drives for RV. Safe handoff up the middle. It's Jalen Prelo. He won't get a 1st down, but he'll get about 8.
He may get enough for coach to think about going for this. I see the offense hasn't came off the field. That was a big play. Yeah, they're going for it.
Why not? 4th down and about 6.
Figured a punt here, you go in the end zone, you give up 15 yards of field position.
The Red Devils remain on the field.
I understand, and I respect the call by Coach Hausman and his offense.
Nation, get loud!
Well, here we go. It's like a pistol. It's May. Play fake. Pass is caught. 1st down. It's Davis to the 20.
To number 36, Colin Davis.
It's a great play call against an aggressive defense. You see all the linebackers up. Nobody picks up the slot. Receiver just runs right down the field off that play action pop pass. I didn't truly think that they were going to run it on a 4th and 6 with the defense was fooled, and the chains are going to move.
15 yards on that pass play and a 1st down for RV at the 20-yard line. From the gun, Dean Watson to the left side, and Dean Watson is going to get the Devils a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Number 22, Dean Watson on the carry, brought down by number 23.
Great kick-out block by number 63, Joshua Oladui.
1st down.
Just gets enough to open that gap up. Turner Haynes wasn't able to get Watson on the ground, and another 1st down for RV.
Oladui is the one we can manage. Number 44, not so much. Try that name. Get that in a second. 1st and goal. RV at the 9. Pitch. Watson. Watson is in the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Red Devils. Number 22, Dean
That was a tough run. Senior running back, 5'10", 180 pounds. Just problems already in this 1st quarter, just keeping contained for the Williamstown defensive front. He gets outside, turns the corner, and puts RV on the board for the first time in 2021.
After the play,
38-yard
on
drive. And now we have a flag after that. We have sportsmanlike against Rancocas Valley. Mike Walker. What is the trend now for white hats to have to like the pump iron like that? It started with Ed Hockley and then what, Mike DeFee.
Chris, if you go back down on the field, you're going to have to, you know.
What's that all about?
Show the guns on. It's a smaller size shirt.
Yeah, okay. Like 3 sizes too small. What do you think? Bryson's kick is good. And it's 7-0 Rancocas Valley. Late in the first here on BFA.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Minute 35 to go here in the first. The Red Devils of Rancocas Valley with a 7-0 lead over the Williamstown Braves here on BFA. Williamstown football for year number 3 here on BFA, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut for all your game day snacking needs. Fortunately, I don't have to read that one I had to read last year, the original stuffed crust.
I'll be honest, my favorite was Millville Savings.
Oh, can't say that.
My favorite one.
Like me, small but strong.
After the 15-yard assessed penalty, the Red Devils will kick off from the 25.
So we wait for the RV kick. The drive went 38 yards. Dean Watson had a couple big runs, including the touchdown run of 9 yards. And it is a 7-0 lead early on for RV. Remember their place in that semifinal? There was cold, and then there was that night. We had bundles and bundles. Did I mention it's 71 degrees and perfect, and they're going to kick it away from Turner Engine? It's out of bounds, and that's not really a wise decision.
I don't know, Chris. I'm going to be honest. We've seen number 5 enough for the last 3 years. Even going back to that state championship game his sophomore year, he was a dynamic runner. And you want to give him all that room. If you can't kick it out of the back of the end zone.
You don't kick it out of bounds, though. The ball goes out of bounds at the 37, so they take the option of out of bounds plus 5. And the Braves have it at the 42-yard line to start. We may be seeing a lot of that this year.
Well, I hope not, because you don't want them to score. We just want to see 1 or 2 of those.
You know what I mean. Here's Turner on the end. And he stopped after only a yard.
Number 5, Turner Inge, the ball carrier.
Good play defensively.
Brought down by number 25, Zaire Starr.
Zaire Starr in there, and then of course you also had 54's Devon Brooks. Coach Hausman talked about him as well too. Just kind of double teamed him there in the end zone this morning, or before the game.
It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Kelly and his offense uses Turner Inge, because you know the defense is going to be focused wherever he goes.
Looks like they moved, but they didn't call it, and Inge is still on his feet. Close to a first down. He got the midfield. He picked up 6. Bring up a 3rd and 2. See the guards pull Coffin. It looked like they got out just a little too soon.
Yeah, that play looked like it was going to be a false start. Thankfully for Turner, he was running a toss. He moved the lateral to the line of scrimmage. Sear Lane, number 1, joins him in the backfield right now. You see a lot of these players are athletic enough to play both sides of the ball.
He's got good hands too, but instead, look at that. First contact, gets through it, first down, that's Turner Inge.
Turner Inge, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 25, Zaire Starr.
Fourth carry already. You're looking to get 25 touches for number 5 if you're this Williamstown team.
No doubt.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
And that is the end of the first quarter. 12 minutes in the books here in the season opener on BFA. Rancocas Valley's up 7-0 on BFA Sports, presented by Pizza Hut.
Is open.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Start of the second quarter here tonight on BFA. Williamstown football exclusively presented by the Pizza Hut. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and the BFA Sports crew here. 7-0, the Devils in front, but the Braves driving their in RV territory. They have a 1st and 10 to start the quarter at the 46. Tom Kelly has his first 12 minutes in the books as a head coach. Play fake. Turner Inge has got room. Turner Inge, it's a race. Forget about it. Touchdown. From 46 yards.
It's a great gap scheme. Blocking down by the lineman. You get a kick out on the backside. The Turner Inge gets north and south. It shows off some of that high school track speed he's got. It puts Williamstown on the board.
What did Dan Hausman say when we got him before the game? Again, the RV head coach, keep number 5 off the scoreboard.
Coach, what are your keys to victory? It's just coffee. We can't come out flat. Because we got to stop number 5. Kids dynamic. We got to stop Ings. That's it. We got to tackle. You asked one of the assistant coaches, take care of the ball. We got to tackle. Tackle number 5.
Yeah.
They didn't do it on that.
Don't we, though? Darren D'Arcangelo is now the kicker here at Williamstown. The extra point is good. We got a new ball game. It's 7-7 here on BFA. Back with the kickoff.
Order your Pizza Hut faves. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
46-yard touchdown run. Turner Inge. And we'll get a look at it. And that's what ties this football game.
A slow start offensively. Both teams get some decent field position.
Or maybe not.
Turner Inge, some good running on the drive. Turner Inge finally comes down and scores to match Dean Watson. Score for score in the first half.
Kicking off for the Braves, number 18, Darren D'Arcangelo.
D'Arcangelo is a junior.
Number 2,
Lantine is a sophomore, so brand new kicking game as well. 7-7. And this is, we don't have a 42.
Number 42, Masai Bird on the return. Brought down by number 22, Sean Gallagher.
Oh, Masai Bird, okay. So Masai Bird stopped by Gallagher on the kickoff, and now the Red Devils are back on offense, and they will start at their own 18-yard line. It would help if I looked at the right roster.
Well, that's one thing we can always reference the state championship year of 2019 with Williamstown. The depth that they had on that team, the special teams, a lot of those underclassmen took a lot of pride in running down there and making plays to set up their defense, and that was a great job by Gallagher on that kickoff.
Coach Fucetola always had his coordinators. He had the utmost confidence in them, but he ran the special teams.
Yes, sir.
1st and 10, Peyton May and the Red Devils, their third possession. Straight handoff up the middle, only gets a couple. The pile moves. Maybe 3.
Number 22,
and bring up a second down.
Watson, the ball carrier.
If I'm not mistaken, it was Dean Watson.
Brought down by number 81, Jordan Foley.
Gain of 3 when it was all said and done, and it's a 2nd and 7. Early second quarter, tie game. Shotgun from May. Watson is dropped.
Number 22, Dean Watson, the ball
He got a yard.
Tackled by number 51.
Turner Inge.
Here's another tackle for him. Mr. Do Everything. He's going to be one of the best players in the state. I wouldn't be surprised you start to hear some more Power 5 offers for him, especially on the defensive side.
Committed to Villanova, and the rarity of rarities where the school actually approached him and asked him, where would you prefer, offense or defense, and he chose defense. Linebacker going to the main line. Unless.
Or Brian Westbrook. I mean, there's some big schools that may come after him.
They're coming at May, and this is an easy pick. Keyshawn Watkins. And the heat was coming, Coffee.
Sear Lane takes an inside rush. Hits the quarterback as he throws, and Keyshawn Watson, one of my favorite players in the last couple of years, one of those underclassmen we talked about. It's his senior year. I'm telling you, Chris, if he was 6'1", Keyshawn Watkins would definitely be a 5-star recruit.
Oh my goodness.
On everybody's list.
And again, on the Tom Kelly show that we had on BFA earlier this week, he spotlighted Turner Inge, he spotlighted Keyshawn Watkins, and guess what? They both have already contributed. And by the way, did you see who else came in on that break? Zach Zerbe,
yes,
the quarterback. Braves take over, first turnover at the 35-yard line. That's Williams in motion. Turner Inge left side, and he's got some room now, Coffee. Picked up 4 on that run.
Turner Inge, the ball carrier.
You see right there, just a great kick-out block. You pull the guard up to get to the next level. Starting to get rolling. Another 4-yard gain for Turner Inge.
I think it just seems like unless it's 55, you know, Devon Brooks, 54, you can run past contact there. Boland, on the other hand, end of run.
Notice Turner, he's got his hands on his hips right now. He's been on the field. He was on the field defensively for those first 3 plays, and now he's here carrying the ball.
Get used to it, young man. Another carry for Inge, and he'll be a couple short of the first down. He's inside the RB 30.
Brought down by number 25.
Bring up a third down and about 3. 9:20 to go, second quarter. 7-7 our score tonight.
I've been seeing Coach Kelly choose to go down the field with any of these passing attacks. Some of the talent lost on the edge, Makai Gamble, some of the guys that we've seen have been dynamic receivers for Williamstown, not here anymore. But
they fake it, Zerbe keeps it, and Zach Zerbe's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Williamstown.
Quarterback like that, you see everybody follows number 5. Turner Inge comes across on that zone read. He's going to draw a lot of attention. You'll see here, zone read, 55 takes Turner Inge, and you get your quarterback going downhill with that type of athletic ability. And Williamstown takes the lead for the first time tonight.
29-yard run.
On to attempt the extra point. Number 18, Darren D'Arcangelo. On the hold, number 30, Damon Simpkins.
One time too many. I think the Red Devil defense, like you mentioned, Coffee, went after Turner Inge, opened it up. Zach Zerbe with the 29-yard touchdown run. D'Arcangelo's extra point is good. 8:53 left, second quarter. The Braves are in front, 14-7 here on BFA.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Life on that sideline as the Braves have taken a 14-7 lead over Rancocas Valley, all set up by the interception by Keyshawn Watkins, but give credit to the defensive line. They went after Peyton May, and that was a duck he threw up there.
He got hit right in the chops. Right as he released that football, and the ball goes straight up in the air. That's an offensive coach's nightmare. Keyshawn Watkins makes the play. This running attack for Williamstown is showing up. We got a quarterback. Talked about Zerby. He was in on that interception as well, so he kind of started and capped that run. The big hit, the touchdown run from 29 yards out.
3 plays, 35 yards. And this is Masai Bird. Masai Bird breaks out of the pack. Still going. Masai Bird. How about that elusiveness? And he gets all the way up past the 45-yard line.
He's not coming out of the game. He's a little bit hyped. It was a good kick. You put it in the corner, outside the numbers, inside the 5. You can't ask for anything better from your kicker. Your coverage unit's got to get him on the ground. Right here, 1 arm tackle. 2, you try to spin around. 3 guys, good balance.
Paul Williams finally brought him down.
That's Paul's 3rd tackle on special teams, by the way.
They mark it at the 45-yard line. That's a 41-yard kickoff return when they needed it. So a first down now. This is Watson right side, his 5th carry, and he's going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage and then pushed backwards. There's just nowhere to run. Julian Noel on the stop 26 for the Braves.
Brought down by number 5.
See a little bit of this 3-man line. You get the double team on Chad Davis. But a good job fast flowing over the top. Turner Eames cleans up the tackle, but Mason Brown did a great job as well.
Barely back to the line of scrimmage on the run. It's a 2nd down and call it 11. And down to 8 minutes to go here in the 2nd. May's going to set up the screen. Bird can't handle it. And he'll bring up a 3rd down now on 11. New defensive coordinator Petroli from Cherry Hill East. He said, Tom Kelly did, he said he knows the stack defense very, very well. It took him a little bit, but then he did bring some pressure. Does he do it here?
Well, he shouldn't have to. I mean, when you got Nasir Lane, you got Chad Davis. These 2 guys that have played a lot of football here for Williamstown.
Keep your eye on Zerby, number 8. 3rd and 11. They need the Brave 45. Straight handoff, and Watson is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That is another tackle for loss for this Williamstown defense.
Mason Brown. You start off getting up the field, almost had the tackle was Tyler Bird, and talked about him. He's another guy just playing that defensive tackle position. 6 feet, 255 pounds, Mr. Tyler Bird. Only a junior, so he'll have another opportunity to showcase his talents at the next level, but you can see the athletic ability he has as a defensive lineman.
And another hold by the Williamstown defense. Watkins will let this punt. Oh, he touched it. Did he get it back? It looks like, well, they're still going to say he fought for it. No, he got it back. One of the officials on the far side, the field judge, is Dwight Davis, signaling that he did get it back.
If you lost the linebackers, Turner Eames, nobody's rushing. They're just making sure they get the punt off. Be safe, Keyshawn. Don't try to be a hero. Just get away from it. You got lucky there, young man.
That close. Good
cameras by our BFA crew here tonight as well. Everybody here, all hands on deck. Look at that shot. Back at the 15-yard line. Wound up being a 51-yard punt. Zip on the return, and now here are the Braves on offense for the first time with a lead. They're ahead 14-7. Lane is the motion man on first down. Turner Inge got 3.
Number 5, Turner Inge, the ball carrier.
He's going to sleep well tonight.
54, Devin Brooks.
I know he's been waiting for this for a long time. A lot of these kids
2nd and 7.
dealing with the last 18 months, cancellations of games, pandemic issues. Now they come back to just doing what they love on Friday nights, playing football.
I like being close to you again. 2nd down. And 7 at the 18-yard line. You see the time, 6:20 to go. The screen is fake. Zerbe keeps it. And he'll be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Zerbe brings a different dynamic to this offense. You talk about a guy, good job by Tyrell Bailey taking that tackle, but Dougie Brown was one of the best quarterbacks and one of the best leaders you'll find in South Jersey. He's gone now. He's won a state championship. He's moved on. And Zerbe's going to have some big shoes to fill. He's a bigger quarterback. Obviously, you've seen his ability to run. So you got 2 guys in the backfield that can both be dangerous for any defense.
I think you can say that about a lot of people in big shoes to fill here in Williamstown. It's a big play here. 3rd and 3, a screen, and it was dropped, and they're going to say that it was a forward pass, even though there's no whistle. Still no whistle. Oh, they're saying it was backwards.
And they're right.
Oh, they're saying that was backwards, and that's going to be a lateral, and RV's going to wind up with the ball inside the Brave 15-yard line.
It could be.
Oh, boy. And we can't challenge yet. Only in the playoffs. That is close. Here it is, guys. Well, he is at the 14. That is a backwards pass.
That's a fumble. Even though it hits Ings, it hits him about a yard or half a yard behind where the quarterback threw it from.
Excellent call by the line judge. That's Scott Cooper right on top of it. And the lateral sets up the Red Devils in outstanding field position. They're at the Williamstown 15, trailing by 7. Not that it mattered, but Turner had an awful lot of grass in front of him. Peyton May pumps, gets away, and gets drilled. He got a couple, but then he got nailed. Watch this hit, Coffee.
This quarterback angle.
With the quarterback keeper.
You better put that ball away, Mr. May. Ooh, he takes the shot.
Mason Brown.
Man. Chad Davis is still down in that play.
Or was it Chad Davis that delivered the hit? Can we see that one again, guys? I thought it was 51. It may have been 21. It wound up being a 2-yard gain on the play. See if we have that play. Here it comes. Oh, yeah. Chad Davis is down. Opening day, we mentioned. Checking other scores around South Jersey in this week 1 of high school football. I see nothing but zeros, partner. Still zeros. Where are the games down here? I'll get there. Don't worry about it. There we go. Holy Spirit. 21-17 at halftime over St. Joe's. Early Holy War. Back to action. Chad Davis off the field. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. They bring to the right side. Herb Quarterman.
Number Number 7, Herb Corman
Finds the sideline.
Knocked out by number 7, Keyshawn Watson.
Mark him at about the 7-yard line.
There's an issue right here. We've seen double team on the edge, and as soon as Chad Davis comes out of the game, he's one of those edge defenders from Williamstown. You see RV get right around the corner and pick up a good game to set up a third and manageable.
Definitely manageable. You got Watson in the backfield. Motion. It's Watson spinning away, and he's going to be close to the first down. Going to depend on the spot. They're going to make it short.
Brought down by number 43, Barry
Alexander makes the tackle. Tyler
no
Bird
huddle.
In there again. Here they go.
May on the keeper, and now they have a whistle. They're going to shut this play down.
Williamstown didn't get off the field in time.
Wow, they're going to hit the Braves with too many men on the field. And that is going to set up RV with a 1st and goal. Probably at the 3-yard line. Here's our official tonight, Mark Walker. No timeout was called. But how about the Red Devils? Dan Houseman, he gets the Braves with too many men on the field, and it sends up a 1st and goal at the 3.
Both of these coaches talk about turnovers. Williamstown took their turnover, took the lead 14-7, and here's RV knocking on the door to try to tie it up.
Again from the shotgun. They pitch it outside. Watson, and he's got his 2nd touchdown of the night. Dean Watson from 3 yards out.
Number 22, Dean Watson.
See Turner Ains come flying in, tries to backdoor that play. He comes in a little bit too high to make that tackle. Watson's just as good an athlete as he is. Just tries to arm tackle him. Got to get your body in front of him. We got a 1-point ball game, Chris.
And obviously the big play on that drive was the lateral that was dropped, recovered by RV. The Red Devils are an extra point away from tying this one. Joey Bryson. May is the holder. Well, that's split screen. Bryson's kick is good. We got a tie game, 4:12 to go until halftime here on BFA. Williamstown football exclusively sponsored by the Pizza Hut.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Not much of a scoring drive when you get the ball at the opponent's 15-yard line. Following the turnover, 4 plays, in you go. Dean Watson with a 3-yard touchdown run, his 2nd of the day. And we're tied at 14. There's Losey, Coffee Jones, and BFA Sports crew here on opening night, 2021 high school football season. We told you about Holy Spirit and St. Joe's. They're at halftime at 21-17. Clearview and Vineland are scoreless going into the 2nd quarter. Morristown, Cherry Hill West also scoreless in the 1st quarter. Palmyra and Maple Shade. It's a big rivalry. No score yet there. Shawnee 17, Kingsway nothing. That's a halftime score down in Swedesboro. Our score here, 14-14. And there's a look at Joey Bryson. Senior kicker here from the Red Devils. Well, you said it. 1 turnover, 1 score, 1 turnover, 1 score. And this kick won't count. I wonder if Mike Walker did not give the ready for play signal. Yeah. That's what I said to Coffee. I think it's the trend. All the whiteouts have to pump up like that. Insane. Actually, it was a flag. It was a flag against RV, so we'll kick from the 35-yard line. Guess it was offside. So now if you're Tom Kelly, I think you give it right back to 5.
Yeah, he tried to get it to him on the swing pass, and he was a little bit too close to his quarterback. Ball came in kind of hot. Tough angle to get that throw, and
maybe even run the same play. From the 5, Paul Williams. Looks like he's in slow motion, and that's going to bury that. Only gets to the 21-yard line.
10, Paul Williams.
Not sure what he was thinking there.
Brought down by number
got to get rolling, Paul. The blocks are not going to always set up themselves. You got to run. They're coming to tackle you, young man.
Yeah. I don't think this is a scrimmage. So Zerby now, and the Braves go to work at their own 22. We're tied at 14, just over 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter on BFA Sports. Handoff up the middle. Turner Inge gets 3.
The ball carrier. Brought down by number
26. Got to be in double figures in carries. I don't know if you're keeping that score or not.
Yeah, but Jalen Prelow made a great tackle. I thought, see some linemen get up to that second level. He might have had a big play if number 16 doesn't make that stop.
He got 3 on that one. Now they fake it. Zerby gets to the outside, breaks a tackle. Zach Zerby. And we're going to see a lot of that this year. Out of bounds and a first down for the Braves. Outside the 40-yard line to the 43.
Good job on that zone mesh read. You get your defensive lineman caught in a bind. And on that last play, Devon Brooks, he comes down. He doesn't know. He's thinking, I got to stop Turner Inge. Number 5's been killing us. You leave the quarterback going around the left side for a Williamstown first down.
Zerby for 17 and a first down for the Braves at the 43. Option. Turner Inge. Got 3.
Pitch to number 5.
Red Devils were there that time.
Brought down by number 28.
Both of these defensive ends, when you talk about the Rancocas Valley defense, they get up the field. So when you try to run that speed option, the pitch is going to be way in the backfield. Turner Inge was lucky to turn out a 3-yard gain on that play.
Three minutes to go. Braves have all 3 timeouts. Red Devils have 2. In the backfield is the fake, and Zerby. I think he was already down. The ball came out, and he's very, very close to a Brave first down.
And there's the change-up. You see it with Auburn and Cam Newton. You go flat across with the running back, and the quarterback goes power downhill.
How could we not sell that spot? I mean, that's right on top of it, and Walker is now going to call for the change. Looked like he was close. So we'll get a measurement. And our first one of the year, I'm going to say he's short. What do you think, Coffee?
I believe he's short too, Chris.
Here comes the stick. What do you think? It's a first down.
0 for 1.
We're both 0 for 1. Robert King came in from his field judge spot, side judge spot. By the way, this year the officials, just like in college, now in high school, they switch sides after halftime. What do you think of that?
Makes sense. It's got to be fair.
Fair? What's that got to do?
You don't want to get yelled at by the same guys.
And that kind of fairness. At the 47, Zerby got a first down. Braves on the move, 2:20 to go. Inge tripped up. got to the 35, 12 yards and a first down.
Dean Watson.
It's downhill, and that time you couldn't get the linebacker to get him on the ground. Jalen Prelow had an arm tackle on him, and that's not going to be enough to bring down number 5.
Dean Watson saved the touchdown. Colin Davis came over, and he had nowhere to go on that. They fake it. Zerbe keeps it. First down.
That was a screen pass to Keyshawn Watson. You should be able to see from this angle. They tried to throw the tunnel screen, but he didn't have the ball set. So he decides to tuck it, pick up something on his own.
12 yards on that scamper. And Zerbe's not careful. He's going to go over 100 yards tonight. A minute 30 to go. All 3 timeouts for the Williamstown offense. First down carries, Turner Inge. He got to the 20, picked up 3. Now we're watching the Braves sideline. Still no timeout signal yet. We tick down to a minute. .102 and counting. Oh, Coffee, looks like Tom Kelly's in no hurry here.
You shouldn't be. You're in range for your kicker. 50 seconds left. You got some time ahead of you. Got a couple timeouts as well.
From the 20, Zerbe's pass off the hands and incomplete. Aubrey Green was the tight end. Scooted out, couldn't handle that. Clock is stopped with 42 seconds, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
And that play could have scored. You had a receiver outside. He took care of the cornerback. If you get that ball on the receiver's hands in the numbers, that's an easy touchdown.
Especially when the defense is always worried about where 5 is.
Exactly.
42 seconds. It's 3rd down and 7. The ball at the 18. Motion is Williams. Inge. Looks like there was no room. And he fights his way for about 3, and now we will get our first Williamstown timeout. Clock stopped with 33 seconds left. Timeout number 1 for the Braves in a big spot because that was a 3rd down play. It's going to bring up 4th and 6 from the 20. There's Tom Kelly. Very excited, very emotional. His first game, and he knew it was in front of him. No place he'd rather be. There he is talking to Keyshawn Watkins.
Here's a situation on 4th and 6. Do you trust your kicker right now to give you the lead to go in the locker room? It might even be a little shorter than a long 5-6 yards.
Well, the ball is at the 18.
Number 18, Darren D'Arcangelo.
So we'll kick it 4th down and 6, and they are going to kick it. D'Arcangelo, this will be 35-yard attempt. Damon Simpkins is the holder. This to give the Braves the lead. And there's the timeout now by Houseman.
Timeout, Rancocas Valley.
They have 1 left. You know the old adage, Coffee, ice the kicker? Or you come back with a fake. Other scores. Let's see what we got. Maybe I should hit that refresh button first.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. All right, now.
You have to scroll down till you get to the Southern New Jersey scores. I don't think anybody really cares about Lyndon and John F. Kennedy, do you?
Right foot, let's go.
Still 21-17. They did start the second half at Holy Spirit.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
Some school called Pingree. The Big Blue of Basking Ridge, New Jersey, 49-6 over Highland Park.
Angelo on to attempt the field goal. Number 30, Darren Simpkins on the hold.
Here we go again. This will be from 35 from the left hash. Line drive, got it. Arcangelo from 35 yards gives the Braves the lead with 28 seconds to go.
That's big for your coaching staff, for your team, but obviously for your kicker, for the confidence the coach staff will have. If we can get inside the 20, we got points on the board. We don't have to stress. You can never know, Chris. That could be the turning factor in the game.
Well, one thing it puts in Dan Houseman's mind that they can kick from outside the 20. And speaking of Houseman, the Red Devils have one timeout left and 28 seconds in which to work. The last kick was returned by Cy Bird for 42 yards. Safe to say that they probably want to make sure that they have better coverage on this kickoff this time.
Yeah, but only 28 seconds left in the half. You don't want to give up anything cheap. You played a solid game so far offensively. Each team had a turnover, cost them 7 points, but Williamstown is going to the break with the lead to build some confidence in the third quarter.
And one timeout. Dean Watson, he's got 2 touchdown runs back there, along with Tibbs, number 2. Angelo's kick comes down to the 5-yard line, and this is Bird. And this time he's not going to get to the 45. He's only going to get to about the 30.
Bird on the return.
And with 20 seconds left, and he came up hobbling.
Yes. Looks like a cramp the way he's looking. First game for a lot of these players, amped up. So these young guys, you better hydrate all week long. Don't just start today or right before the game. Get your hydration. It starts the night, 2 nights before.
The ball is at the 28. And there is the Red Devil offense. You have 1 timeout left and you have 20 seconds left. You do get the ball to start the second half. We failed to mention that RV won the toss and deferred.
Something simple, a draw or a screen play. If it pops and gets across maybe the 40, 50-yard line, you may try to take a shot at the end zone for a Hail Mary, but right now, you don't want to make a mistake if you're RV.
And we have no idea of the range of Joey Bryson, but looking at his kickoffs, I would say not very deep. Peyton May is going to keep it. He falls down after a gain of 4. And I don't think Dan Houseman is in any hurry to stop the clock here. He's got 1 timeout, and he's going to let it run out. That's what he's going to do. And that'll take us to halftime on our season opener tonight on BFA. Williamstown Braves up over Rancocas Valley, 17-14. Enjoy the halftime activities, including the band, of course. At halftime, Pizza Hut presents Williamstown Braves football exclusively here on BFA Sports.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Show Leonardo. This year's marching band show features music from John Mackey's Kingfishers Catch Fire. Eric Whitaker's Leonardo Dreams of His Flying Machine. And Ozzy Osbourne's Diary of a Madman. Music arrangements by Ryan J. Williams. Percussion arrangements by Alan Kinsey and Brian Majuros. Drill design by Sam Brooks. The band director is Val Kuntz. Assistant director Bill Graff. Color guard Bridget Ferreira and Gia Barata. Percussions Alan Kinsey. And instructional staff electronics Sean DeSenier. Our student leaders, the drum majors, Amber Medeiros and Jordan Mosher, field captain Dahlia Jones, woodwind section leader John DeGenova, brass section leader Brandon Colan, battery section leader Gabby Visconti, front ensemble section leader Thomas Jarvis, color guard section leader Amy O'Rourke. We'd like to thank all of the WHS parents and volunteers for their continued support. We hope that you enjoy our performance. Is your band ready? Performing their 2021 program, Leonardo, the Williamstown High School Marching Braves, you may now take the field in exhibition.
Leonardo da Vinci, and I'm a man of many interests and talents. I love drawing, painting, and sculpting. Maybe you've heard of the Mona Lisa or the Vitruvian Man? Not only am I an artist, but I also love to just sit and ponder the world around us. From time to time I find myself sitting and watching the birds, and wonder, how do they fly? In all things of nature, there is something marvelous. I find inspiration in it all. They are the image of the world and reflect the earth just as we do. From time to time, I find myself sitting watching the birds and wonder, how do they fly? I wish I could fly like they do. soar across the sky with the birds, and I finally figured it out. This is going to work. It has to. Wings look good. Wheels are in place. Visibility is clear. Wind is a bit strong, but should be fine. Okay, let's fly.
He doesn't, so and I had to take him off the field because he couldn't use any of the shot. Imagine the tripod is so good, and now Nick knows what we're looking for. So it's good because he's like trying to watch it. Because he's behind a line of scrimmage, 90% of it. And obviously, the bats going to be carries. Sorry.
What sets it apart, I think, is the replay, you know what I mean? When you get to see it again, and then you see it from a different perspective, you get another replay, how quick you gotta get in the rhythm of it. Yeah, that's what it means.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut. your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." Now this is the story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute just sit right there. I tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. I became the prince.
Last call for the 50-50 raffle. Last call for the 50-50 raffle tickets.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Welcome you back to Williamstown as we get ready to start the second half. We are on opening night here on BFA. There's the score. The Braves in front of Rancocas Valley 17-14. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew here tonight. For you Williamstown fans watching, we'll be broadcasting pretty much all of the home games this season. More on that to come. Meanwhile, for the Braves, they have a 3-point lead, Coffee, and they do largely because of Turner Inge. He's got a 46-yard touchdown run. He's over 100 yards already rushing or close to it. What do we got?
I got 13 carries for 91 yards for Turner Inge so far in this first half and one 17-yard reception.
You gave me a thumbs down. I thought you gave me a thumbs up.
No, sorry, no. He's over 100 all-purpose, though.
Yeah.
He had a 17-yard reception, but 91 yards, 13 carries. Like I said, that explosive 46-yard run to put Williamstown on the board. And great job at the coaching staff and managing the clock at the end of the half, making sure they got out of there with points.
Yep, they got a field goal from Darren D'Arcangelo, a 35-yarder, and they were up 17-14. The scoring started with Rancocas Valley touchdown. It was only a 38-yard drive, and Dean Watson, first of his two scores, ran in from 9 yards. Coffee mentioned the Turner Inge run for 46, and then quarterback here, Zach Zerby, sophomore, 35-yard drive. Fourth play of the drive, 29-yard run, touchdown, and that was set up on a Keyshawn Watkins interception, if you remember. And then Dean Watson with his second touchdown, a 3-yard run. That was set up from the lateral that was recovered by the RV defense on the dropped pass by Turner Inge, but then the Braves went down the field and they got a kick, as we mentioned, from Darren D'Arcangelo from 35 yards out. That's where we stand as we get ready to start the second half. A reminder, the Red Devils won the toss. They deferred, so they will get the ball to start the third. And now you're all caught up. Next week, Williamstown, tall order, number 4, St. Augustine, at St. Augustine. That is, if I can see from far away, a Friday night game as well. So Friday night looks like 6 o'clock, September 10, the Prep hosting your Williamstown Braves. Observations from the first half other than the obvious. What do you got for me?
You got to be able to take care of the football on both sides. Those turnovers were costly, cost both teams a touchdown each way, but defensively, can Williamstown stay on the edge? Can Nasir Lane, Chad Davis contain some of those runners? When you talk about the dynamic guys that Rancocas Valley comes out there with the backfield, Dean Watson has shown the ability to get to the edge and do some damage. But on the other side, obviously, you got to stop Turner Inge and that quarterback zone read option. Zerby's made some good plays. He's probably over 50 yards rushing. We talked about the 91 yards and 13 carries for Turner Inge in the first half.
Start the second half. Number 18, Darren Darkangelo to kick off.
Again, weather not a factor tonight. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right now it's 65 degrees. We had a game time temperature of 71. And I want to give a shout out to our man Nor'easter Nick Pittman, who gave us the accurate forecast at the kickoff for tonight. There's a kick, bobbled. Bird controls at the 10, is looking for room to run on the left side. He's got it. Masai Bird breaking out of the pack, still on his feet, down the far sideline, and a big start here for Rancocas Valley in the second half. That is a long kickoff return of 61 yards.
And it's troublesome because you kick the ball all the way to your left side, outside the numbers, and he bobbles. You can't ask for a better job for your kicker. Your return unit's got to get down there. Too many defenders on the other side of the ball carrier. He turns it up and gets a lane. Big play to start the second half for RV.
They are all the way at the Brave 27.
And to point out the hustle by Julian Noel, number 26, for running him down. If this defense could hold to a field goal at best, it would be amazing, the hustle that started with Noel on that kickoff return.
So it's at the 28, and a first down for Peyton May. Not much to speak of in the first half from him. His pass, that's caught. Down inside the 20.
Pass complete to number 36.
Colin Davis.
Tackled by number 23.
Nice play action
Harold
fake.
Hill.
Harold Hill gets beat inside on the slant route. It's kind of tough for any DB once you give up that inside leverage. Quick throw and strike. We talked about the quarterback in May being able to throw the ball accurately. He did on that play.
12 yards and a first down. Big kickoff return by Masai Bird. Sets up the Red Devils here. From the 16, it's a 1st and 10. First minute of play in the third. It's Watson off the left side. Got some room and then he's knocked out of bounds.
Number 22, Dean
for a
Watson,
gain of
the ball
about
carrier.
2.
Pushed out by number 5, Turner Inge.
Turner Inge with the stop.
Turner's 5th tackle of the game. 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss in the first half.
Be a second down and 8. And the kickoff return has shocked the faithful here at the Chop House. Looks like they're coming with the blitz. They are. May gets it away, and that's Quarterman. He's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Herb Quarterman the third on the carry.
Good defense by the Braves there, and they ran to the side the pressure was coming from.
By number 5.
Yeah, Turner Inge gets up the field. But another great job in penetration by the defensive lineman, Tyler Bird. Remember Zaire Alexander from last year. Some of these unheralded guys in the interior of this defensive front. Did a great job by Bird there.
So with the chant of a defense, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. The ball is back to the 18-yard line. They need the 8 of the Braves. It's May, pass, caught, touchdown, Colin Davis. And the Devils are back in front.
I talked about it. He's Peyton May. He's got an arm. He can make some accurate throws. Sits in the pocket, ball's a little low, but gets it out on a strike on the skinny post. And a touchdown to take the lead for RV. They came out firing after halftime.
The extra point, number 10, Joey Bryson.
Well, how about a 61-yard kickoff return to start it? And this is Bryson. (21-17). Red Devils in front. Big kickoff return. Touchdown pass by Peyton May. And Braves are down again. Kickoff coming up next on BFA.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here on BFA Sports, Rancocas Valley takes the lead. Nice touchdown strike from quarterback Peyton May
For the Red Devils, number 10.
to put Red Devils up 21-17. And we're going to see how this offense, you want to see how this team is going to respond to adversity, Chris. And so far, you've gotten the number 24 team in the state of New Jersey, Williamstown, trailing in the second half.
Just like you said, New Jersey preseason, Max Preps, top 25. Braves make it 24. Bryson's kick, following the touchdown. Here's Paul Williams. And there goes Paul Williams, and he gets dumped at the 31-yard line.
So Mr. Williams hold on to that football a little tighter to the body, but a good job getting going. As soon as he got this return, ball's in his hand, and he comes downhill with a head of steam, and like right there, just put that ball a little bit closer to that body. As he took a shot right there. Jalen Prio makes a good tackle on special teams.
Not very explosive. Now Williams comes off the field. As the Braves are lined up on offense already, and Red Devils are not in the picture yet. Here they come. So the possession starts at the 31. A first down for Williamstown. 9:55 left in the third. And RV's up by 4. Turner Inge had a little bit of a squirt there.
Brought down by number 16, Jalen Prelo.
Good run on first down. He got about 6.
Trying to get up right now.
Cramp coffee?
I will hope so.
And you can see it's Papa Inge.
Stuff, Dad. He's like, he's all right.
He's all right. Oh, maybe not. Yep, it's cramp. Take this opportunity to shout out to the honorary coaches, captains for Williamstown tonight. None better. Frank Fucetola, Mark Zook.
We're going to see how this team responds in this drive right here. You got Turner Inge. He's a little banged up. Obviously, he's going to have to come out for a play, maybe even a few more after that. Who offensively is going to step up and take some of the load for a tough guy like Turner Inge?
There it is. Proud sponsor of Williamstown football here is Pizza Hut. And our thanks to our good friend Ed Herron hosting us at the Pizza Hut in Glassboro. That's where we do our Tom Kelly show here on BFA. We'll tape it on a Wednesday typically, and we'll recap the last game, and then we'll preview what's coming up. And speaking of Tom Kelly, he doesn't feel that bad, and Turner Inge was a cramp, so he picked up 6 yards on that carry, and a 2nd and 4 when we resume action following the injury timeout for the Braves at the 38-yard line. Should we thank Doug for the pizza?
Of course. The pizza, the camera crew, the 2 shots. I got to fly, pull over to put on. Like,
I'll do it later. And it's dropped, but that one was forward. Watkins couldn't handle it.
Intended for number 7,
Thanks again to Ed Herring,
Watkins.
delivering us the pizza.
Keyshawn Watkins, they ran that play earlier. The quarterback couldn't get the throw out there. And Zerber just took off and ran with it. This time, he hits Keyshawn right in the numbers. He bobbles the ball. Maybe if he was playing defense, he might have caught it.
Unforced error, and it'll be a 3rd down coming up at the 38-yard line. They need the 42. Zerbe from the gun, no turner-ins yet. Williams stacked up, got away, and that's going to get him the 1st down. Paul Williams still on his feet into RV territory, goes down to the 42-yard line.
Great initial defense right there by Paul Williams. You see the penetration up front. Tyrell Bailey, he gets good penetration from his defensive tackle spot. Nobody keeps containing. Williams finds a little bit of daylight to the outside and turns it into a big 1st down conversion.
20 yards on that Williams run, and 1st down for the Braves. Inside the RV 45, they'll mark it at the 43. Missed the electric guitar. Play fake on 1st down. Zerbe, and another drop. Too hard. Incomplete. Again, that was Aubrey Green. 2 targets for Aubrey Green and 2 drops. And neither of them were easy to catch.
You see, just haven't been able to complete the ball down the field. Just 1 catch behind the line of scrimmage for Turner-Eames in the 1st quarter. But since then, it's been a struggle for this offense to get the passing game going.
By the way, good crowd as usual tonight here in Williamstown. You can see the visitor side, the Rancocas Valley side. I'd say they're about more than half capacity. And of course, the home side is always stacked. A 2nd and 10. Zerbe, handoff, Williams, nothing.
Number 10, Paul Williams.
That's because Watson came in
by number 22,
and shut it down right away.
He kind of backdoored the play. You'll see him come in from behind the play and just run it down. Great job on the front side. You can't talk about it enough. When these defensive linemen do their job, you got to give them credit. Devon Brooks did his job, and Watson gets credit for the tackle for loss.
Brooks 54, Bowen 55. That's the duo. That's what gets it done for the RV defense. Now to bring up a 3rd down and 9. Officially, Williams got a yard. The marker is the 34. Noel in motion, whistle stops it. And a timeout, Braves. Tom Kelly didn't like what he saw, and he brings a halt to action. That's what we'll do. We'll come right back. Timeout, Braves.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With 27 locations in New Jersey, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Nobody I can think of.
Especially the pizza we've got delivered to us. The only time you're allowed to have a pizza break when Pizza Hut's your sponsor. 7:53 to go. Timeout by the Braves. Their first of the 2nd half. With 7:52 to go here in the 3rd. It's a 3rd and 9 for Williamstown, trailing 21-17. It's Williams behind Zerbe. Zerbe in trouble, chased out, little pitch, and Williams, and he gets banged after he makes the catch, and then is spun out of bounds.
Pass complete to number 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by number 39.
Good job to make something out of nothing for Zerbe. He was just running for his life, rolling to his left, right-handed quarterback. He gets the ball out to his outlet, but a good job by this RV defense. And they have showed up on both sides of the ball to start this third quarter.
Lantine will punt on 4th down, and Turner Inge is back in the ball game.
Anthony Lantine back to receive. Number 36, Colin Davis.
And now the Braves are short personnel. Harold Hill comes in. To an RV stop. Low snap. Lantine on 2 hops. He's going to run for it. Anthony Lantine, go! He's got the first down and a lot more. Lantine goes inside the 20. I don't know if it was designed.
I'm still baffled, Chris. I don't believe so. The ball was snapped. It got dropped. And no, it was not designed. That's an ad lib. I can see Chad Davis looking back like, what are you doing? That's one of those, no. Great job, son, from the coaching staff.
How about that one? "27 yards, first down, Zerby. Gets a couple.
Number 8, Zach Zerby
goes inside the 20-yard line.
You want to talk about who's going to make a play. You didn't know it was going to be your punter when your star went down and Turner Inge, but here we go. Williamstown knocking on the door to take the lead again.
Didn't mean to be a homer, but when you got the punter running there, go ahead. So it was a gain of 3 by Zerby. And a 2nd down and 7 for the Braves. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the third. It's a 4-point game. And guess what? Now Zerby's out of the game. Keyshawn Watkins is now at quarterback. Hands to Turner Inge. Cuts back. Touchdown. 13 yards out. Inge's 2nd score of the night. It puts him over 100 for the evening. And Williamstown back on top.
Great job blocking up front. When you get a runner and an athlete, cornerback, receiver like Keyshawn Watkins going in the backfield, now the defense doesn't know who's going to keep the ball in that zone read action. And, of course, number 5, the leader of this team, takes it in to give Williamstown back a 2-point, soon-to-be 3-point lead.
Braves go 69 yards on 12 plays, a 13-yard run by Turner Inge. D'Arcangelo will not get this off. We've got a penalty against RV.
On the defense.
It was an offside call lined up in the neutral zone. And how do you go for 2 here, Coffee?
Nah, I think you just kick it.
I think they are going to kick it. They did move it up, though. 24-21. Williamstown again on top. The big play, a 27-yard fake punt by Anthony Lantine. Braves kept possession. In the end zone they go, and they lead by 3 with 5:47 left in the third.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Well, you know, Coffee, when we get back to real football action, which we are tonight, and a reduced schedule with workouts and practices, you're going to have a lot of issues that you didn't think you'd get. Cramping is a big issue tonight, and it has claimed not 1 but 2 Braves right now. Turner Inge And now the starting quarterback, Zach Zerby.
A couple guys on the RV side as well kind of go down and need some attention with the cramping. So guys going to have to stay hydrated. The weather's starting to change a little bit as we get into fall.
That's the report that we got. This is Jalen Prelo taking the short kick.
Jalen Prelo on the return.
Taking a page out of the RV special teams book.
30, Damon Simpkins.
And he's out across the 30-yard line. Here's a look at the pooch kick. Again, tonight's game exclusively sponsored by the Pizza Hut. Visit any of the 23 locations in New Jersey or online at pizzahut.com for all your game day needs. And a need right now for the Braves is probably a stop. You got the momentum, you got the touchdown, and how about the fake punt, Anthony Lantine?
Caught it on his own. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it.
Well, we're definitely going to hit either him or his father. We're going to hit him up and find out. From the 29-yard line, it's a first down. May on the roll, going to keep it, chased by Nasir Lane, and gets out of bounds, and that's a late hit. Did they throw the flag?
I seen it come in late.
Absolutely. Not sure why we're doing this. This is going to cost the Braves.
May with the quarterback keeper. Pushed out by number 51, Mason Brown.
Yep. Mason Brown is guilty of the hit out of bounds, and that's going to move the ball up 15 yards.
15-yard penalty.
So the new spot's going to be midfield. It was a 6-yard run to start. Add 15 to it, and RV gets a 1st and 10 right at the 50. Here's May. He's got a touchdown pass. Handles that bad snap. Rolls out on the right and picks up 6 more.
Braves are having some trouble getting lined up. I seen Keyshawn Watkins pointing guys where to go right before the snap. You don't see number 5 Turner Inns, the leader of that defense, on the field right now, so somebody's going to have to find a way to settle this group down.
But you do see Zerby. You saw Zerby back there. He is. Bottom of the screen. Middle bottom. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. They go to the far side. That's Bird in open space, and it was closed down quickly. Julian Noel. Noel with the stop. Gain of a yard. 3rd down and 3.
Good job. Just a quick tunnel screen. The ball gets floated out there, so it gives your DB some time to get off blocks and come up and make a tackle.
Why is it called a tunnel screen?
Well, it's a tunnel if you come back inside to the field more. That was more of just kind of a quick screen or a flare screen. Not a great job out there blocking by Colin Davis, but he's shown more as a receiver so far tonight.
Including a touchdown reception. 3rd and 3. It's a fake pass down the middle. Off the hand and incomplete. Colin Davis couldn't hang on to it. The Braves get the stop they want for the moment. It'll be 4th and 3.
Anthony Lantine with the coverage.
Anthony Lantine comes up with a big play. The ball was a little bit high. Great job with the mechanics by your quarterback, Peyton May. Comes off that fake, has a receiver somewhat open, but just overthrows him.
For the Braves, number 7.
How about Lantine making the play on defense and the fake punt? He's not careful. He might be the Pizza Hut player of the game. 4th down, there's a look at the punter, Joey Bryson. So a stop for the Braves on defense and a 4th down. And they fake it. And it's close, and they're going to get it. But then the ball is on the ground. And it's recovered by RV. They're going to keep it.
They should move the ball back. Am I right, Chris?
Only at the college and the pro level.
Number 22.
Gregory Allen, 52, comes up with it. Watson fumbled it forward. It's recovered by RV. They get another 4 yards. And a new set of downs at the 33. So you do, I do.
You turn it over, I'll take it and score. I'll turn it over, you take it and score. And here in the second half, fake punts. Your defense is kind of relaxed, thinking they got the stop on 4th down. Let's move the change for both of these offenses here in the 3rd quarter.
From the 33 in a quick scan, of the Brave defense. No Turner Inge. First down, May. Pass over the middle. Incomplete. Nobody home. Masai Berg was cut off by Lantine. And the only player with a shot at it was Julian Noel.
And Noel seen 2 times in a row somebody get beat on that slant route. He's playing cornerback there, cover 3. Good job getting inside. A better throw, that might have been picked off.
So a 2nd and 10 at the 33. .3:45 to go in the 3rd. Braves have themselves a 3-point lead. On the keeper, May gets only a yard.
Number 19.
Stuffed up the middle. Braves have done a really good job stopping the run tonight.
Up the middle, yes. On the edges, it's been a little bit difficult. Guys have gotten around the outside. But you see big number 55 right there in the middle of your screen. Mr. Tyler Bird's had a pretty good night.
Big play coming up here. How about a 3rd and 9? There's Peyton May, the senior quarterback from the Red Devils.
In breaking and slant route so far for this team in RV.
Need the Brave 24. Pass to the end zone and incomplete.
How about Julian Noel? That's one thing that Williamstown's been known for. They're going to play one-on-one coverage on the edge. If you try to throw it up, you're going to have to make a play on some pretty good corners. Good job by Noel there.
Shadrach Agonzola, number 67, got away with a hold too.
Yeah, Barry Alexander definitely got held on the edge.
Or no, he didn't. Maybe they got it. No flag. So a 4th and 9 from the 32. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Can Bryson go from 50? Oh my.
50-yard field goal, number 10, Kelly Bryson.
They're going to go for it.
Number 19, Peyton May on the hold.
From 50, folks. Bryson. Close, got it. Joey Bryson from 50.
I felt like he pulled something off of that. I don't feel like he fully extended on that kick. What a leg. We've seen some exhibitions by some great runners, good defensive line play, and great kicking on both sides of the ball here tonight.
Oh, boy. Tied up at 24.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
We'll be watching this game.
That was a look at Tom Kelly, first-year coach of these Williamstown Braves. They just saw Joey Bryson kick a 50-yard field goal to tie this game. Apparently Dan Hausman knew what he was doing when he sent Bryson out.
Yes, he did. Both of these coaching staffs got to be confident in a tie ball game closing down the 3rd quarter. If they need a kick to win it, they got a guy with a leg and some accuracy.
How exciting is this one for the opener? Glad you're enjoying this one on BFA Sports and the YouTube channel. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and the crew here tonight. Dressed to the nines, by the way. Everybody had a BFA shirt on. Look good. The boss opened the checkbook. 2:43 to go in the 3rd. And this one will not be returned by Watkins. So the touchback, and the Braves will start at the 20-yard line. You saw Keyshawn turn the
Williamstown will take
Referee
over
Mike
on
Walker
their
saying,
own 20
hey.
yard line.
You know, these are turns they want to get their hand on the ball.
So quarterback Zach Zerby is back. Turner Inge is back. Good news for the Braves. And we start this drive.
15 carries, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns so far for Turner Inge.
First down, Zerby gets it out to Watkins. Stiff arm. Keyshawn Watkins. Good gain, 17. Up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a good play right there. You get a missed block up front. Who was that? Chad Davis got to make a better block, but just good job by Keyshawn Watkins avoiding that first defender and picking up a first down.
Chad Davis is cramping again. Oh boy. What do you do for that, Coffee? How do you treat those?
Right now, you just got to play. Oh.
You don't want to do that?
He couldn't get all the way off the field. They're going to have to stop the play.
So we talked about it before. This was going to be an issue. I mean, it's the first opener, right? But I wanted to give a shout out to the honorary captains. I said that as well, the coaches. Frank Fucetola, Mark Zook, both there. And we send our very best to Frank, of course, his wife Diane.
Yes, sir.
Our prayers always with the Fucetola family. We know Frank's watching. Say hello to Frank. I think he's kind of happy what he sees because this is a resilient bunch for the Braves. They got scored upon early, came back, took a lead, fell behind, came back, took a lead, and now we're tied with 2:35 to go. It was a 17-yard swing pass to Keyshawn Watkins, which is where we are right now, and they're still tending to. Now there's Chad Davis, and he's up. And we're going to get started pretty soon.
One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Chop, chop, real smooth.
So here we go. Chad Davis to the sideline with cramps. 1st and 10 for the Braves following the 17-yard pass play. Zerby takes the snap. That's Turner Inge. Good gain for Turner on first down. It's about 6 yards up to the 43.
By number 54, Devin Brooks.
See that gap scheme? When they can spread those defensive tackles out, get the kick-out block on the edge, Turner Inge can get downhill and pick up some yards.
And we got another cramp, and this one is from the Red Devils.
So right now, these teams both getting into the second half of the game. These offensive linemen, defensive linemen, they're going to get tired. The sweat is flowing. They're cramping up. They're going to have to find a way to get their team healthy so they can finish this ball game out.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Williams, number 26, was the cramping Red Devil. And a keeper, and Zerby up the middle. Zach Zerby still going. Gets inside the 30. A big gain for the Braves.
Big play by Zerby. He just reads it, gets right behind Turner Inge, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That puts him close to the 100-yard mark, rushing as well. Can this offense get going in the passing game? Right now, it's working on the ground with this two-headed backfield with Zerby and Turner Inge.
Colin Davis is now cramping. 30-yard run for Zerby. First down, Braves. We'll take another break.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
We have to do our... Sir. Joey Bryson.
Tied it up, 50-yard field goal. It's one of the best kicks I've seen in high school football, especially in the state of New Jersey.
And it was a low liner, but he got there. There's a look at the training staff of RV. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
You know...
This happened to you?
Calves? No. I've actually pulled a muscle. It wasn't necessarily a cramp. I pulled a hamstring being as fast and aerodynamic as I am. But
you can't let that. No, you can't let that one go.
I mean,
no.
2009 in Quad City, playing Arena 2 football.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to drive block a guy after a pass play and just feel a pull in my hamstring. I'm like, oh man, I've never experienced this before. This is a problem. So it feels like a normal cramp. You know, you kind of stretch and you feel like you're fine. We kick the PAT and I go sit down and you're fine. But when you go to try to pull off and run, it hinges back up on you. And oh man, I had the trainers with a much stretchy tape and ace bandages to wrap it up as much as I could, try to finish the game.
We don't want to make light of any injury, but obviously if it's going to be something, let it be a cramp.
Yeah. And that's what it was. You can see the way he's kind of walking off the field. He was getting his calves stretched. And that's another thing with these high school players. I've been through it. You ride the bus across town. You know, you don't really get that stretching time in. You don't hydrate as much as you think you would need to. Your adrenaline's flowing.
A big gain, though, of 30 yards by Zerbies. We're back to action with 2:05 and running. And this play doesn't count. And Inge gets dropped after all the whistles. It's a false start against the Braves, but I'm not sure what's going on there.
5-yard penalty.
I mean, you think about this one. Jordan Skeen comes in, keeps playing football.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not mad at him for it.
I'm not mad at him, but I'm gonna have to, at least you should get a talking to. No flag. So now it's 1st and 15. Zerby, run an option. Inge dropped it. Still loose. Looks like the Devils got it. No signal. No. Inge got it back.
That one's on Zerby. There is nobody threatening him in the backfield. He's got to keep that football and turn it up. That one's on him.
And we have another cramper. We assume. We go back on that play though, David. Let's see if we can find out who recovered that fumble. It wasn't Turner. Coach Kelly making eye contact with one of his assistant coaches up in the booth. Here it is again, Coffee.
See right here, Zerby's got to keep the ball, turn up the field right now. You got 2 blocks. He can pick up 5 or 6 yards by himself. The pitch doesn't have to always happen in the backfield. And when you watch some of these teams from Auburn, old school Nebraska football, teams that run that power option, obviously the service academies and Army, Navy, Air Force, Georgia Tech, quarterback, you've got to be the #1 option in the weapon. Turn the ball upfield, get your 6-7 yards. If it shows up later in the down, then you can get a pitch out.
It looked like it was 53 Keyshawn Patterson who was able to come up with the fumble recovery. The right tackle for the Braves this year, 53. And boy, did he save their bacon. They picked up 5 yards on that play, and it's now a 2nd down and 10, and the ball is at the 30-yard line. Inge and Zerby in the backfield. Zerby rolls out. Floats one. Too far for Watkins. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 7, Keyshawn Watkins. Number 31, DeMarco Dennis on the coverage.
That's a tough situation there. Watkins doesn't have much room that he gives his quarterback to put that ball in on the go route. Well, good to see a shot down the field just to at least attack this secondary from RV that's been playing nothing but lateral throws and the run all game long.
So it's now 3rd and 10 from the 30. And right here, this would be a 47-yard attempt. Why not? The guy on the other side of the field connected from 50. This is going to go anywhere. Brooks gets through and drops.
54, Devin Brooks.
Inge for a loss and a big one.
Brooks is unblocked on the front side. You get 55 on the backside. He's unblocked. I mean, when you don't get a body on Bolin and Brooks, you're not going anywhere offensively. This looks like it's going to be a punting situation.
Lantine, last time he did this, he took one off, 2 hops,
number 88,
ran to his right, and ran for 27 yards.
See, he struggled to get the ball last time. I see him putting the gloves on. But no, he took them off and put them in his waistband. So
why not? And a timeout taken by Dan Houseman because he thinks that they may be up to something again.
It's a safety precaution.
So each team with 2 timeouts left. 12 seconds left on the clock in the 3rd. The score is tied. How more even can you get than this, Coffee Jones?
2 young teams, 2 good teams in South Jersey, and they're coming down to the wire. Who's going to be mistake-free as we get into this 4th quarter?
Look at the Braves sideline again. A lot to contend with tonight. The cramps, the turnovers, lack of execution in some cases, but, you know, on defense, they're stopping the run.
The ball's been on the ground quite often. You started off, you know, almost a muff punt by Keyshawn Watkins. A couple of, you know, pitch outs on the toss play or the options that have hit the ground. The swing pass to Turner Haynes that turned into a turnover and cost 7 points on the board for RV. Turner Haynes couldn't handle that swing pass. That was a little too hot for him. So, got to play sound football and don't shoot yourself in the foot.
And believe me, we're not being hard on the Braves. We're just seeing telling you what we're seeing. Another low snap. Lantine takes his time with this one. This little pooch kick. And that is Colin Davis on the bounce. And if he doesn't field that, he's going to bury the Devils deep in their own territory. Nice play by Colin Davis. He's out across the 30, and that ends the 3rd quarter here. And what a game we've got here on BFA in our opener. 12 minutes to go. Rancocas Valley, Williamstown tied 24 apiece. The 4th quarter is next on BFA.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
An exciting 12 minutes in front of us as we start the 4th quarter. We are all even, 24-24. And guess what, sports fans? Another cramp. Mason Brown for Williamstown.
For everybody watching the game, when you see your favorite player, your brother, cousin,
son,
classmate,
nephew,
start Tuesday and Wednesday. And there's a oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. I'm sorry.
Sear Lane. Oh boy. It's like there's some kind of a cramp bug.
No, it just happens. It's the team being the team. A lot of these guys didn't eat since lunch. Got a little bit of a couple swallows of Gatorade, but you got to do gallons of water, Pedialyte, whatever you need to do, pickle juice, to try to keep yourself hydrated so you can stay on the field.
Pickle juice. Remind you of something?
Salt tablets. I mean, I've seen it all.
Keep in mind, we have not had a snap yet in the quarter.
I've known some guys, they've had Pedialyte literally on the sideline every game, drinking it pregame, drinking it all day long to make sure you avoid situations like this, because your body needs that water. And you're losing a lot of water and electrolytes as you're out here sweating for the first time on a Friday night.
So RV starts from the 23. It's Quarterman in motion. He takes the sweep, chase to the outside. That's a good tackle on the far side. Sean Gallagher chased him all the way.
Great angle and great speed by Gallagher. He actually got outflanked initially, but the hustle ended up doing his job and bringing up a tackle for loss for this Williamstown defense. Good job, Sean Gallagher.
And another tackle for loss, right, Coffee? I got 11. Second down and 11. They bobble the snap. May comes away with it, and he's just going to go down now.
After a bobbled snap, number 19, Peyton May.
That wasn't a bad snap out of center. The quarterback was just hot, kind of in between him and his running back. You got to deal with a nose guard like Tyler Boyd. I'd be struggling to get my center snaps. So that's why I never played center, Chris. You got to block and you got to snap. And I give hats off to the guys that can do both.
So now it's at the 20-yard line.
Here's the situation defensively for Williamstown. If you can get this stop, you're looking at pretty good field position after a punt, and I doubt this RV team will try to fake this backed up in their own end zone.
On 3rd and 13, too high, intercepted off the carom. It's Gallagher.
Intercepted by number 22, Sean.
Here's the situation where coach makes the right call, but your quarterback got a little cute with it. Ball just got away from him. You got to just take another step back, drop that ball right in the bucket. That was actually a tunnel screen set up, but a tip ball is an offensive coordinator's nightmare, and the second errant throw from the quarterback resulting in an interception.
Peyton May a little too hot, and there's the deflection, and we have another injured player. It's a Brave. But a big turnover here. Sean Gallagher gives the Braves the football in excellent field position. They're at the RV 21-yard line.
I don't think anything's going to happen other than giving the ball to number 5. Turner Eanes on that zone read. That's your quarterback. He's been making some good decisions tonight. Zach Zerby, he's up to about 90 yards, 116 yards for Turner Eanes and 2 touchdowns. You got to run this ball in.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Savior. Welcome back to the Cramp Fest. We've had at least a dozen stoppages of play, multiple players. Sear Lane again, out he goes. But the Braves on the deflection and the interception by Sean Gallagher in business. Williams in motion. It's a fake one way. They bring it back for 2.
Number 5, Turner Inge.
Turner Inge, another carry. 2nd and 8 coming up. Didn't fool anybody.
A lot of that jet sweep motion is just to kind of get the defense to look at something else when you try to set up some of these angle blocks.
Lugo and Bolin combined on that stop. And they've done that a lot tonight. Ball at the 19. It's 2nd down and 8. Another play that
Chad
doesn't
Davis lined up
go.
offside.
And we have a false start against the Braves.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
So 2nd and 8 is now going to come 2nd and 13. And both teams tonight have done some good things and not some good things. And I think you would expect something like that in the week 1, especially with the preseason in the summer that these programs have had.
These are 2 evenly matched programs, even though Williamstown's ranked in the top 25 in the state and RV is not. Right now, you're seeing blow for blow. They're going at it. But both of these coaching staffs are going to have something to talk about on Monday, the mistake, or Tuesday. The mistakes that were made, the penalties, the balls on the ground, a lot of different things. They could have had a chance to win this game.
Serby keeps, and we have another one.
False start on the
Play
offense.
doesn't count.
5-yard penalty. 2nd and 18.
We've got another false start. Now Tom Kelly is not yelling at Walker. You can read his lips, get him out. Who was it on the last one?
I can't tell, but...
Who was the last one? You remember you mentioned the last one?
Well, I think the last one was on Chad Davis. It looked like he was lined up a little too far ahead of the ball. I didn't think it was a false start, but I thought he lined up offsides.
No, he did, because the signal was a false start. So if he's lined up, it would be an encroachment on the offense. And there is such a thing. And now Tom Kelly's going to have to call a 2nd timeout, and he is hot.
Timeout, Williamstown.
10 yards of penalties, a 1st down at the 21. They're now back at the 31, 9:22 to go. Tie game here on BFA.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winning.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
One timeout left for the Braves. The play fake again. They send it to Inge. Inge is to the 25-yard line.
Turner Inge, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 61, Ryan Grimshaw.
We got 5, and they'll bring up a 2nd down and 15.
All right, here we go. You're getting closer to somewhat of a range where you could take a shot and make a throw to get this 1st down. But if you don't, you got to be able to believe in your kicking ability to put some points on the board here if you're Williamstown.
2nd down play here. I think you got to get it inside the sticks here to make it a 3rd down, a manageable 3rd down, right, Paul? Because this more than likely is in field goal range, like you said. 2 very good kickers tonight. That's Inge in motion, and the pass is at his feet. And they're going to say that's full. So now a 3rd down and 15 coming up.
For number 5, Turner Inge.
Both times, quarterback's mechanics have been off trying to get this play, that swing pass to Turner Inge to get him out in space. And now it looks like they're going to send their kicking unit out to try to take the lead.
Did I miss it down? And then we had 2 straight false starts in a row.
Oh no, they're gonna punt.
And then we ran. And then we passed. What am I missing?
Wait to see what Coach Kelly's deciding to do here. The punting unit came out.
He's got 1 timeout left. Now he's going to send Arcangelo out.
There we go.
They better hustle. That play clock is running now. This is going to be from 41 yards out. To give the Braves the lead. Darkangelo, no chance. So the interception by Sean Gallagher does not hurt the Red Devils. They'll get it back with a touchback at the 20-yard line.
Kick is no good.
With 8:01 to go. In the 4th on BFA, we're tied at 24.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Now you gotta play crazy defense.
And still a 1 out. Jeez. The Hammers in the game. From the 20, RV takes over and they dodged a bullet. With 8 minutes to go, here is May. Pass looked like it was deflected and hits the ground incomplete. Watson picked it up. What happened here, Coffee?
See, as he rolls out, the ball just slips out of his hand. He was firing up to throw a rifle out to the right side, right in front of his own team sideline.
Second down, that's Zach Zerby. You see him, number 8. He suffered from cramps. You can say that about just about anybody that wore a football uniform tonight. 2nd and 10 at the 20. It's going to be a run, Coffee. May, handoff. Watson going to have to try the right side. Watson winds up with 5 on a play that originally was going to get him nowhere.
Yeah, I thought he went the wrong way.
Number 5, Turner Inge.
You see him as he gets this handoff, tries to get behind. Great job up front. You see Nasir Lane just kind of blow that play up. But Watson had to kind of retreat. Finally got some momentum to get downhill.
Mason Brown was held on that play. They missed that one, I think. And it's now a big 3rd and 5. Ticking down to 7 minutes. Play fake, pass far side is too high and incomplete. DeMarco Dennis was the target for Peyton May. Braves get a 3 and out, and they're going to be back on offense shortly.
Good job by Chad Davis making that ball come out a little high. If the catch would have been right before the sticks, it would have been up to the solid tackle to bring up a 4th down. But a good job. Chad Davis forces the high throw and subsequently the incompletion.
Back to punt for the Red Devils. Number 10, Joey Bryson. Back to receive for the Braves. Number 7, Keyshawn Watkins.
So 7:04. Bryson's punt will be from about the 15-yard line. Joey Bryson, 50-yard field goal to knot things up in the 3rd quarter. We have another whistle. Now what do we got? Now the penalty against Williamstown. And now they're going to measure it and see if it's a 1st down. Illegal substitution against the Braves, and it is good enough for a 1st down. Oh, wow.
That's a gift, thank you.
Mistakes.
Wow.
That's a clear stop. They were punting that football. You got to be smarter offensively. You blow that opportunity in scoring position with 2 penalties back to back, and here a key 4th down penalty for the Williamstown Braves.
And it was 4th and 5 too, Coffee. So it is a first down. Watson off the right side, and Inge tripped him up. He got 3.
Number 22, Dean Watson, the ball carrier, tackled by number 5, Turner.
7th tackle of the day for Turner Inge. He's giving everything he's got. Somebody's going to have to find a way to make a play. We're under 7 minutes here to go in this game.
Mason Brown also combining on the stop. 2nd down and 7. We're under 7 minutes to go here in the 4th. Tied at 24. It's Watson again, cuts back. Stopped after only a yard.
Number 22,
play made.
Dean Watson,
Julian Noel.
Tackled by number 5, Turner Inge.
I see Zaire Glenn as well, number 28, getting in on that tackle.
Was that 28 or 26?
It's 28, yeah.
Is it?
I give my man his credit.
All right, so now we've got, again, 3rd down and a long 5. They need the 40-yard line. May to Watson right side, and Watson will get a first down with that last spin.
Number 22, Dean Watson, the ball.
Sticks for the Devils.
Contain. They put that tight end, that H-back. Williamstown is yet to adjust in their formation. They get that defensive tackle hook and double team, and they're getting the edge all night.
Down to 5:30, and guess what? They've got a pretty good kicker. Dan Houseman, if he has his way, he may not let the Braves see the ball again at all. At the 41-yard line. A keeper from May, and he got 3.
Number 19, Peyton May with the quarterback.
Mason Brown making that tackle. And that's the tough part that you get from these defensive ends, just based upon the scheme RV's been running. You get those trap plays where you got to try to squeeze down, and you can't just fly up the field. But then when you try to squeeze down too much, they get around the edge and double team you. Great job by mixing it up offensively by this Rancocas Valley coaching staff.
Under 5 minutes to go, 2nd and 7. The pitch, Watson right side to the sideline, and that's all he got. A late hit, but nothing called there. And now bring up a 3rd down and long for RV.
Chad Davis is close to getting the face mask, playing a little high. But here we go, another 3rd down. Can Williamstown find a way to get a stop?
Gain of 3, 3rd and 5 for the Red Devils.
Now this time, the marker is beyond the 50. So this is a 3rd and a long 5 as we tick down to 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Straight drop, pass dropped. Masai Bird, and he had room.
Placement there on both sides. This time he throws a nice catchable ball. Receivers got to make the catch.
The Braves get a hold.
That brings up 4th and 5 on the punt for the Red Devils.
Because I still see 11 starters out on the field.
To receive for the Braves, number 7.
9 in the
quarterback. Okay, there we go.
Got 9 in the screen.
But that's a lot of offensive players. You mean Mr. Watson's still out there. He's playing the up back. This may not be a kick. You got to be patient. Only one timeout left, so Williamstown's going to have to play it.
I think Tom Kelly has already told his guys to look out for it. And you can see that. See how they are going to look out for it. Watson's not going to get it. And you saw the Braves on defense right at the snap. Nobody rushed.
Turner Inge finally comes through and makes a play. Right now, it just gets down on the ankles. The ball was snapped a little errantly. And I could tell just gotta look at some of those other punts in the game. Was Watson in the backfield, and right there, a lot of their offensive weapons were there. Williamstown sniffed it out, got the stop on 4th down.
And that one might be questioned in the RV world. Braves get it back. They're at the plus side of the field. They're at the Red Devil 43. Inge is the decoy. Zerbe with the keeper. And he gets inside the 40.
Zerbe with the quarterback.
He's down to the 36.
By number 36.
Colin Davis made a good tackle, but Zerbe would still be running right now.
Pickup of 7.
Now you talk about it. Coaches have the 2-minute drill when they want to speed up and the 4-minute drill when they want to slow down. Right now, Williamstown is going to be in no rush.
Turner Inge, and he wiped out. Couldn't even get started, and he fell right down at the 35-yard line, and it will bring up a 3rd down and 2.5.
The more I watch him, I like what I see from Zach Boland. He's only a junior, number 55, and even when you talk about Devon Brooks, they're both juniors. These two defensive ends for RV. There's going to be some coaches and some scouts at the college level looking at these two young men over the next 2 years.
Big 3rd down. Zerbe keeps. Zerbe gets through. Big 1st down for the Braves. Down to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 12.
By number 54, Devin Brooks.
That put Zerbe over 100 yards for the game. That was the play before, but Zerbe comes right behind Turner Inge. Even Inge broke through, but great job up front by this offensive line of Williamstown, opening the hole there.
And Brooks might have saved a touchdown on that tackle. We are down to 3 minutes. Inge in space, cuts it back. Turner Inge to the 6.
Complete to number 5, Turner Inge.
19 yards on the screen pass.
By number 16, Jalen Prelo. That's good for another Braves. 1st down.
Good job. You finally get the swing pass working for somebody because it's been there all night. You get the ball in your playmaker's hands, and Turner Inge sets Williamstown up on the doorstep to take this lead.
Zaire Starr was dragged by Turner for about 3.5 yards, and it sets the Braves up with a 1st and goal with 2:26 to go. Clock is running. Off the left side, Inge breaks 1 tackle, but Brooks has then got him.
Number 5, Turner Inge.
Got some help from his friends. He's down to the 5-yard
By
line.
number 16,
It's a pickup of a couple.
Prelo.
Now the clock is stopped with 2:11.
Williamstown High School would like to acknowledge the alumni still playing college football. Joe Early at UNC Pembroke.
I think we have a timeout on the field. I think it was called by Rancocas Valley. So they've got 1 left as well. We'll stay right here with 2:11 to go. And there is our situation. It's a 2nd and goal for the Braves. They're at the 5-yard line. Coffee Jones. You put it in the air.
Yeah, on the snap to the quarterback, since we're in the shotgun, that's the only air that I'm going to think about. You're going to snap it back to your quarterback, and he's going to make the decision, either hand it to Turner Inge or get down here. We're going north and south from here on out.
At New Hampshire University.
At worst, you're going to burn a couple more timeouts from RV and try to kick this field goal in about a PAT distance to take the lead.
Tom Kelly said last night, Chris, we're going to run. We're going to run. They're at the 5. 2nd and goal. Zerbe, right side, cuts back, spins into the end zone for the touchdown. His 2nd of the night. Oh, when the defense needed it, they got the stop. Braves got the ball back, and they have scored with 2:05 left, and they jump in front.
On to attempt the extra point, number 18, Darren D'Arcangelo. Number 30, Damon Simpkins on the hold.
Extra point, D'Arcangelo. Bad snap. Roll near side, they're going to throw it, and it is, you can't advance it, as it was caught by DeMarco Dennis, but they are unsuccessful. Damon Simpkins, the holder. Not sure what happened, but It is a 6-point game with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in Rancocas Valley. 1 timeout left, and they have a very good kicker. They'll have to get in the end zone first.
Yeah, that's going to be the first thing they're going to have to do with a couple bad turnovers in this game. But here we go, down to the wire, Chris.
Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The Braves sideline optimistically nervous as they get in top with a 5-yard touchdown run by Zach Zerbe. The lead is 6 because of a bad snap on the extra point. That's what we're going to go with. So there it is, 30-24, 2:05 to go.
Number 42,
Looking at Darren D'Arcangelo. He has kicked fantastic tonight. Outside the numbers and deep. This one is down the middle, inside the 10-yard line. And that is Tibbs, Riley Tibbs. And he's out only to the 28. So there's the situation for Peyton May. You are 72 yards away. You've got 1 timeout left and 1:59 to go.
So can your defense get a stop? This is where, in the past couple years, you had Aaron Lewis, you had Donovan Ezaraku. They're at Rutgers and Boston College, respectively. Who's going to step up defensively? It's going to be Turner Ince, Chad Davis, Nasir Lane, Keyshawn Watkins. One of these guys going to have to step up and make a play to close this game out.
I know you got love for Julian Grapefruit, too.
Of course.
He's the man.
Brody Covert. I mean, there's just a lot of guys from
Sacred Heart. 1st and 10 at the 28. And May gonna have to put it up near side, short gain, complete. The 33. Now they're going to say no. They said it's incomplete.
It might have been better for RV because that ball was on the ground and inbounds. The clock would have kept running and cost them about 25 seconds.
So it's 2nd and 10. Here's May. Pressure from the left. His pass is caught. Coming back to get it was Dennis, and he's able to get out of bounds after a pickup of maybe 5. Big 3rd down coming up.
It's a big throw. Far hash, comeback route. In a 2-minute drill, he makes that throw pretty much on the line to allow the receiver a chance to catch it and get out of bounds and stop the clock.
So they mark it at the 33. 3rd down, May's going to keep it. May fights, and he got a 1st down. Took on Turner Inge and took him past the marker. So the clock will stop with 1:43. Again, 1 timeout for the Red Devils. They have it now at the 39. 30-24, a missed extra point by the Braves. 1st down, May, chased out, looking to throw it and gets rid of it.
Good pass protection initially, but then you see Tyler Bird, 55. He breaks through, forces the quarterback out of the pocket in the incompletion. Good coverage in the back end by Williamstown.
2nd and 10. The clock is stopped with 1:22. And the ball at the 38. Pass far side, caught. Dennis did get out of bounds.
Number 31, DeMarco Dennis.
So they'll mark it at about the 35, or the 45 rather. It's a gain of 7.
Good job by Dennis getting out of bounds. Paul Williams made a solid tackle. Didn't allow any extra yardage, but the fight by the receiver gets the clock to stop.
Each team with 1 timeout left. 3rd down and 5. Here's May. Sets up. Deep far side. Too far. That was Dennis down there.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 31.
There's confusion
DeMarco Dennis.
on the side of Williamstown defensively. I can see some of their DBs talking about it. I'm not going to call any names, but they got away with one there.
And it all comes down to this. With 1:09 to go, it's a 4th down for RV. They have 1 timeout left. Do they take it here?
You got to run this play, see if you can get this first down. Your quarterback is a running option, so you got to be aware of that if you're turning range in this line back and forth.
Short 5 to go. Here's May. Far side. Caught. Dennis, first down, out of bounds. And the drive continues with 1:04 to go.
Way too easy, too much cushion. You talk about May. She's got that arm, just throws it out there very simply. It picks up the first down and the catch by DeMarco Dennis.
4th down conversion. Ball is at midfield. They started at their own 22. They're now 50 yards away. Here's May on first down. Again airing it out. He was hit as he throws it, and this is going to wind up at the sideline. Dennis came down with it, but he's out of bounds. In Canada, it would have been a good catch.
Unheralded Tyler Boyd again. I talked about Z Alexander from last year, making some plays from that defensive tackle nose guard spot. Mr. Bird has been all over the place.
That'll bring up a 2nd down. And you wonder, when is the timeout coming from Dan Houseman? 2nd and 10, 57 seconds left. You're looking at the senior quarterback, Peyton May. Does he have the comeback in him? Pass on 2nd down, deep over the middle. Quarterman's got it. Big play. All the way down to the 10.
Starts off looking to his right, comes back to his left. You got a split safety situation, and he burns this secondary. Gallagher has got to get back. And now we're coming down to some scary moments for the Williamstown faithful here.
It is a 1st and goal. The sticks are down. It's 4 downs to get in. With 37 seconds, 35 seconds. May rolling out on first down, and he's going to get sacked, and then he throws it away, but I think they're already going to call the sack.
Yes, great play.
And if they called the sack, then the clock should still be running, and it is.
Yeah, the clock is running there.
20 seconds, now they stop it, and there is the Red Devil final timeout.
Mason Brown comes through with a big play defensively. We talked about it at the start of the drive. The seniors that had left from Ezeraku to Aaron Lewis, Keon Saab transferred down to IMG Academy. There's some star power on this defense over the past few years that have been able to close games out in the 4th quarter, and that's a big play by Mr. Mason.
Unbelievable. Tremendous football game here, and the sack is a 10-yard loss, so the ball now is back at the 20-yard line, and you lost 11 seconds on that play, Coffee, like you mentioned. Incredible. How about this? Tonight's game produced by David Virgilio, directed by Doug Stasic. Pre-game produced by Ryan Schumacher. On camera, Charles Hope, Nick Penza, Cody Higginbotham. The executive producers of BFA Sports are Brian Murray, Al Fisher, Doug Stassi. It comes down to this. 25 seconds to go, no timeouts left, and this is a 2nd and goal from the 20. Devils cannot get a first down. Here's May, throws it short. Dennis has got it. Wrapped up though by Noel, a pickup of 7. No timeouts left, and now they're going to stop the clock. A flag is down. And the Braves are cheering. So this might go against, oh, it's a target.
That's one man downfield. That ball.
Did he open his hand? Did he open his hand?
So is there a runoff there, Chris? I'm not sure how the ruling works.
There's not a runoff in high school. but they wind it. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. They're down to 10 seconds, and Peyton May doesn't even know it. The clock is running out. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. This is the last play of the ball game. May to the end zone. Intercepted. And it seals the Braves win. Unbelievable finish. And it comes down to an interception by Paul Williams at the goal line. Tom Kelly is a winner in his debut as coach of the Williamstown Braves. They beat Rancocas Valley 30-24. Wow. That last half a minute, I think, really surprised everybody on the RV sideline. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, they didn't know how the ruling was going to work after. Look, when they got down after that big play down the field, the catch by Quarterman, they kind of imploded right there. You get the quarterback sack, you get the penalty pre-snap, and you get a final chance to throw it up. You had 4 shots at the end zone to win the game, and you end up with a sack, a penalty, and obviously an interception to close it out. Great job defensively by Williamstown getting out of here with a scary victory tonight.
Turner Inge over 100 yards. You mentioned that. 2 touchdowns.
Turner Inge for 19 carries, 124 yards, 6.5 per carry, 2 receptions for 36 yards, 9 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, a partridge, and a pear tree.
Zach Zerby, 2 touchdown runs as well. On the other side, Rancocas Valley, Dean Watson, a pair of touchdown runs. Colin Davis, a touchdown pass. Joey Bryson, good from 50 yards. This game has had it all. What a season opener here tonight. The Braves hang on and win, surviving 30-24 over Rancocas Valley. Next week, the Braves go to the Prep to take on the Hermits. It's a road game. We'll see you next year on BFA 2 weeks from tonight when Kingsway comes to town to meet the Braves. Till then, for our entire BFA Sports crew, for Coffee Jones, this is Chris Losey. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Again, the final, Williamstown 30, Rancocas Valley 24. We'll see you in a couple of weeks with Williamstown football here on BFA, exclusively sponsored by the Pizza Hut. Good night, everybody.